Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. We just want to thank everyone who stopped by the live stream or checked us out on YouTube. We appreciate it. Also, just as a reminder, we're not going to be broadcasting an episode next week as we are taking the 27th off to enjoy the holidays and family shit. Now, with all that sorted, from last we left off, a group of strangers met in the cut and shut barber shop inside the small sand-torn town of Brenton. You met the Kopara and the sender of the letter you had all received 1 month ago, $1 Pike. He requested that you retrieve a relic that was stolen from his guild, but it was suspected that Brother Yule Hamber, a former member of the Azorius Senate, was hiding out inside Brenton. After some introductions were made, all of you made your way to the small rundown shack of sandstone and rags, all the while led by the silent and blatantly creepy halfling Nook. You all decided that an air of subtlety was the game plan and creeped into the home, finding 3 half-elves, one matching the description of Yule. As you quietly plotted and creeped, all was tentative until Theron panicked and attacked the sleeping creatures. A battle ensued where you all dashed around throwing, stabbing, slashing, scaring and demolishing all 3 creatures. You all decided to take Yule as your prisoner, unconscious, after Gerald mocked him into unconsciousness. Now, Gerald, Theron, Rayloff, and Tara Hodrath, still joined by Nook, you all begin to pass through the side streets and small alleyways of Brenton as the mid-afternoon humid air breezes by, catching you all in a slightly uncomfortable but bearable sweat, heading off to either back to $1 Pike or to do whatever business you have with the now unconscious Yule. This is where we pick it up. So, what would you all like to do?
What are we going to do with the body, guys?
That's a good idea.
What do you want to do? Do you want to talk to him, or do you just want to deliver him?
I feel like delivering would be the best idea.
I mean,
Well,
me personally,
He
I
can
was
deal
gonna
with
kill
his thief. He can deal with his thief.
I was going to kill him, but hey.
Well, your boss can do it.
Tara, just in that moment, you just feel a tap on your knee. And,
I'll look down.
and,
What's up?
and you see Nook. As you just see her looking up towards the body.
I'll take.
And I-
I'll talk.
and-
You go.
And my reaction is just like, okay. and I just push Nook aside.
Easy enough, you just push it away.
Like a little kid.
Almost in the slight sand covered cobblestone, you just see her just standing slid back.
Accepted the take.
I mean,
Is she fighting off his hand like?
No.
Let me pass.
She's,
Or just
you
accepting
just see she's so focused on the body and the grin of just wanting to take him out.
Okay.
She's almost just like still just looking at the body.
I mean,
That's cool. That's fine.
do we really want to take a part of the council to where my boss is? Does he really want that kind of thing back traced to him?
How
I'm
about
pretty sure you're the person who can answer that.
that is true.
I mean, I'm not bothered either way. I'll do what you want.
How about? Sounds bad. Why don't we hide it and tell them its location?
Or just leave him to die.
Yes, but wouldn't it be better nowhere near the town?
Yeah, but then that means another bloody excursion.
I've got an idea, but it might take a while for it to devour.
Can't we put him in some kind of demi-plane?
If you can do that. I was thinking about feeding him Mogwai.
I mean, that is most certainly an option.
I'm gonna look at Mogwai. What do you think about that, bud?
Right, guys, we need to make a decision. What are we doing?
Well, I've never cut up a body before. Seems pretty weird.
Shall we just take him back to the master and let him deal with it?
I think so.
Let's do it. Come on. Let's go.
I'll look at Mogwai. Take out me chunk of meat on the bone. Do you want this?
Would it not be worth
I'll take a few steps back
why?
and I'll try and throw it. And I'll let go of I'll click open the harness so he can run for it.
All of you see the 2-foot owlbear cub just like a flash sprint over and start backing up quickly as the huge bit of meat on the bone just soars down from the sky, and as soon as it meets Mogwai's mouth, and you just see bits of meat and bone being just crunched in and torn about the ground.
I'll be like this. Yeah! Okay, just over-exaggeratedly happy, and then I'll kind of run to kind of clip him back to me.
And you just see Mogwai and start nuzzling in.
Yeah. And then I'll kind of bring him back to the conversation that Rayloff was just about to have.
Right, so are we thematically heading to the boss now then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Would we not want to ask why he took it?
No, our job was only to get the eye.
Gerald,
Yes.
do you naturally have 4 arms? I saw you have. You scared that guy earlier.
You mean a bit of this, and I'll actually repeat sort of the bringing out the fleece and bringing out. I won't bother doing like the theatricals of the cracking of the back or anything. I'll just have the arms sprout out again, like this. I'll go ahead, touch it.
I'll kind of like panically. You can see my shake of. I'm not sure, but if you said I'm safe to touch,
As you're going towards it, about
Yeah.
maybe a foot or so away from it, I'll just have it slash out at you, and it's gonna go through your hands, of course.
Okay. I'll probably go like.
and as he does it, I just go.
Okay.
All an illusion, my friend. All an illusion.
What? Looks at the arm that it's gone through.
Yeah. Look at that. It's such a fun.
It is. Could you make something else look like something else?
Only as long as it's small enough, yes.
Like his penis.
Eh,
Like a human body?
I could just. Why not? I could change the rug to make it look like a rug without the head sticking out and the feet sticking out.
Because I've tried this when I was young. I've never tried something as large. If you're willing to try.
How tall is this elf actually? That's the question.
You look at him cast over Rayloff's shoulder,
Yeah.
and you'd probably say, as you're gauging, about 6'2" or so.
6'2".
Fairly lithe build. And as you are gauging his height and dimensions, Rayloff and everyone, Rayloff on your shoulder, you just feel like just like a slight turn, and all of you start to hear.
I'm going to get my arm shield and bash him in the head. Non-lethal damage.
make a melee attack with advantage.
Just
Yeah. I'm gonna roll the second one, but it was a natural 20 the first one.
Okay, alright, go on. So
And
you
it was
get
an
two.
18.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Easily.
Natural 20.
Yeah, as you just hear, you'll begin. And he goes back to limp.
Okay.
I
I'm
can.
sorry.
I go over quietly and just check his pulse.
You feel a pulse.
Wow, he's still
Just
alive,
off.
guys.
So,
I shall cast an illusion again, and cause that, and make him hide, and we can head back.
okay.
Then all questions, as we'll ask when we get back.
How far are we from where we were?
400 miles.
Yeah. I'd say probably about 35-minute walk through Brenton.
Okay. Cool.
Because you're
Well, we
on.
set up.
Yeah, because you were the rundown shack was just close to the borders of Brenton, heading over into the sort of the sand dunes and desert wastes. But yeah, the cut and shut barbershop was more towards the center, if not a little bit more southwest. Yeah, the southwestern corner of Brenton was the cut and shut barbershop. So near enough diagonally on the other side. So it's a small town, so about 35 minutes.
Did we see any horses?
I mean, you saw a couple horses pass by, not as many as you would normally find.
That's fine. Yeah.
But
okay.
you saw the odd horse and carriage or the odd horse that was hitched up.
Cool. I'm going to go over to Rayoff, pull out some of my rope. Here you go. You'll know what to do. I'll just make a little, I would say little, quite a big, I would attempt to make a kind of a lasso, and give it to him like that. And then I'm going to attempt to turn into a riding horse from the horse that I took my travel to our location, basically. And I'm going to use my wild shape to hopefully get to. And before I do turn, I want to say to Gerald, turn him into something. You'll get what I'm carrying. Then you'll see green, glistening, I would say a bit like fairy lights start to appear around me. And then you'll see my face will start to turn long and hair more grow. You do see some kind of, I say features like I'm a horse normally. More like you see the dreadlock is still kind of in place, but it's growing in size of hair length as it's coming down, and I'm now a horse. I'd like to.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be honest, I think you look way better like that.
All right, time to the. Do I call you a horse now, or? Let's either way.
I was kind of just tapping my foot.
Right. Either way, let us do this.
In the moment, Terra, as you are wild shaped into a horse,
Yeah.
you feel now towards your left hoof.
As a horse, what a horse will probably do is kind of flick its tail, and if it hasn't moved, it would. I only assume it would kick back.
It's what you feel. You feel just a tap on one of your hoofs.
Okay. I'll probably just use my tail to
And
kind of flick away.
And if I'm not mistaken as well, with wild shape, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
Circle of the Moon only, but I'm pretty sure it's just wild shape. You keep all of your stats, like your wisdom and intelligence.
I can tell you exactly.
Yeah.
As an action, you can magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before twice per short workshop. This before you can stay in the shape for 1 hour before reverting back to your normal size or a bonus action. Okay, it's not saying. Okay, your game statistics are replaced by your statistics of the beast, but you can retain your alignment, personality, and intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Yeah.
You also retain all of your skill and saving throw proficiencies, in addition of gaining those of the creature.
There you go.
If the creature has the same proficiency as you and the bonus in its start block is higher than yours, use the creature's bonus instead of yours. If the creature has any legendary or layer actions, you can't use them, which is obviously understandable.
So you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So you know what's going on. It's not as if you're reactionary as a horse. You're not polymorphed with the mindset of a horse.
Cool.
But in the moment, you just feel like a slight tap.
I'll still use my tail to kind of knock off the tap.
Yeah.
Assume that it's probably knock.
Yeah, and you look down and you see Nook just.
I'll kind of like lower my legs to get lower down.
And you see Nook just furiously just like grab onto your dreadlocked mane, tugging a little bit at it as she just climbs up and as she gets herself situated just at the base of your neck onto your
Oh, what you
equine
know?
shoulders.
Nook likes horses.
No music, horses.
And then she starts kicking her heels into you.
I'll kind of like loop left towards Rayloff.
So, Rayloff, are you tying or are you carrying?
I'll just start tying it to the changed shape.
Once he's finished that,
I'm guessing there isn't a saddle on the horse. It's just a horse without
just a
a
horse.
saddle.
Well, this is the thing: is I'm going to do the fleece again and change it into a saddle. The rug will now appear to be a saddle on the horse. Is the idea?
Fantastic.
And then, just before we go, slap onto the ass of Tara. I'm gonna get going. Walk.
And as you all quickly begin to make your way through, now as you begin to pass guards and other townsfolk that weren't in those side alleys and side streets, no one really pays you any mind. Again, a few looks to you as you are, still the remainder three of you, four with Nook. Fairly strange looking for this part of town, or just for Brenton in general. But you continue all the way through to that southeastern corner, and you find yourselves right outside the Cut and Shut barbershop within a short 35 minute walk or so.
Nice. I'm going to have to be regularly recasting that spell, but it doesn't take much. It's just somatic and material.
Yeah, completely fine. So just every now and then you just top up.
Yeah.
I'll gradually bring my legs back down to let Nook off of my horseback.
You just see Nook, who's still like holding on to your mane. You're just still holding on, even as you've lowered down, just still holding on.
Has what's his face come off me yet? Your handler.
No one said anything about tying him off.
No, we've just tied him to you so far.
That's fine. That's cool. I mean, I'm saying, do I notice that he's been taken off me now that we're there?
I mean, no one said anything yet as to take him off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we out? I was going to say
We're outside.
You're just outside the cut and
Are there people around that are looking?
There are a couple patrons that are just coming out.
I'll let them pass before I then just be like, Rayloff, get ready, take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll kind of
Go
like
over
loose
to
the
him.
legs around.
Alright,
And-
so you
And then just
Curl
as a
you off.
quick. Alright. And then I'll just. And the
Yeah.
visions will disappear.
And I'll revert back into.
and
As-
you
as
find
Tara.
as you revert back to Tara, Nook is now grabbing onto your hair, sitting on your shoulders.
Come on.
It looks like Nook likes a good ride.
I'm just gonna head into the building.
As Rayloff, as you begin to make your way through, you just see Nook quickly just scurry through your legs and down the stairs.
That's fair. Not a problem. At least she knows where she's going. I guess follow her.
But you will,
Oh, so I will follow down.
alright, you will pass
Carrying it one of them.
past the barbers, pass a
I was
couple of the
going
other
to say,
patrons.
I'll let everybody go first and go from back.
Okay. And you will.
I'll kind of like look at Thea and like, surely you know where you're going.
So do you. You've been here before.
So you here. I will still go before Thea and in conversation they're going down.
I will point out as well something I did mention just before. Just before you went into the cut and shut barber shop, Theron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Theron and Gerald, both of
Feel a
you.
rope, you know.
No.
Well,
Both of you noticed that heavy guard presence that was around as you passed through towards trying to find Yule Hamber, that was scattered all along the roadways and the streets.
it's condensing.
It has completely disappeared by
Oh,
over half. Anyway, you pass through into through the cut and shut barber shop, and you head straight back down into that dank chamber you left only a little time ago. And as your footfalls quickly slow down to a small shuffle against the sandy stone floors, you see the door again open, and head Scholar Pike once again walks in, and through the door, as he just closes it behind him.
hey, Big P.
Hello, Theron. I trust that the task has been completed and went well.
Well,
Have sweet victory, yeah.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna throw the carpet at Gerald.
Well,
well, boss.
as,
As
well,
I'm
as,
taking
as-
my backpack off to get the linen
thing is-
in there.
Thing is, boss,
yes,
we
Theron.
got the purple eye, but we also brought a potential problem.
I just have to ask as DM, did you bring Yule in with
Yeah,
you?
he just.
Yeah.
Rayloff just threw him at me. I am now
Oh,
on the floor
okay.
with the rug on me.
I see.
I
What do you...
mean, you know me, boss. I would have killed him.
I know you would have, Theron. Thank you. What do all of you propose? Do you have any wishes you want to do with our brother here? Or
It
would
was
you
more
rather
the-
me?
It was more the. I thought you could question your thief.
Very well.
At least have an attempt of living.
Rayloff,
Yes.
would you be so kind to place Yule onto the table?
Yeah, get this thing off me.
Yeah, I'll just sort of head over and just. I'll press it down first,
Gerald, you just feel...
and then
Ah,
and I'll pick it up and
Could I?
move it to the table, so throw it down and then unravel it.
When I reveal the dragon eye, the marble dragon eye, could I just, knowing that it's there, watch Midola's face and his reaction of seeing it getting returned. To see if he's happy or if he's
Sure,
like,
make
shit,
an
they've
insight
actually
check.
done it.
He's just neutral.
Insight. 14.
As you uncover it, you just see his eyes kind of look straight to you, straight to your hands.
Okay.
Just relief, mainly.
Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. I'll walk closer to now.
And Rayloff,
Here you go.
you... Thank you. And he just takes it in said cloth
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
and just admires it for a second before he wraps it up and just puts it on the table.
So, could you tell us a little bit more about it? We were
Well,
quite interested when we saw it.
first things first, my dear girl. It is time to question our friend. Nook.
Oh, 100.
And you just see Nook just like almost sprout out from under the table, almost kind of like like Pennywise, just and just like sneak up and out from under the table.
You like balloons, Georgie?
Yeah. We'll float down here. And you just see, as Nook comes out, you see Midala just look to her. You heard them. Let's question him. And you see, I guess, Tara, as you're sort of intently staring at Midala, you see a slight wink.
Yeah.
And you see Nook. And you just see her grab the torso slightly and just nudge it like further off the table a little bit, so his head and shoulders are hanging off.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
be
you just
nice.
see a pull out
Okay,
dagger.
I'm gonna immediately come closer and just try to stop him attempting to.
And as he's attempting to stop it, I'll attempt to stop him.
Okay, alright, so...
sorry.
yeah. Alright, so
sorry.
so as Tara's trying to stop Nook,
Yeah.
Theron, you're going to try and stop Tara. Okay, so
Whoa.
roll... Both of you roll a dexterity check for me.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Three.
14.
Oh,
Alright.
4.
Okay.
No. Yeah, 3.
Nook is going to roll one as well, just to see if she's
Okay.
quick enough.
Yeah, not a problem.
13.
So just being by 1.
Just beat her. Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Yeah,
Stupid.
awesome. Thanks.
So,
do appreciate
as Midala gives
So
the
I
wink...
go to do it and I miss.
Yeah, as Theron, you see Tara begin to move and you go to grab, but you just catch just some of the foliage and some of her garbs just hanging off, and you just butterfinger straight through. Not really falling, but like just lunging and not finding purchase. As Tara, you quickly just dart in and just grab the wrist of Nook before she's about to sink the dagger to his neck.
Okay.
Girl, what are you doing?
This is not questioning.
I have no use for questions.
Sorry. And as you're both talking to each other, I'm sort of raising my hand, getting ready to shoot a spell, so I'm readying.
Okay, what spell are you readying?
I don't know. Undecided. I'll just prepare Mind Slither,
Okay.
just in case.
I'm gonna pull out my harp and start playing this as I'm watching this go out. Just said more like I'm gonna start this slow bit, and then if the tension starts building between you, just know that there'll be steadily faster harp playing in the background.
Okay.
Okay. Girl,
This is not questioning.
there is no reason to question Yule.
Why?
He has already acted and he has already done what he wanted to. Now he has to pay for it.
Which I agree. I don't believe someone should steal from somebody else. But he might know other things. If he can steal once, he might want it to have stolen again. More knowing, because he did steal it.
And if he's dead, he'll never steal again, boy. I mean, girl. I keep on forgetting.
But there
Sorry.
was a plan. He got back. He successfully stole the item.
All I
He
asked
might
of
have said
you,
words.
all I asked of you was for the eye. You've retrieved
I
that,
told you.
and that is all, by any means. I have no further use for Yule. He can either be alive and stay on the run for at least one more day, before I send Nook out to find him regardless, or I can end his pathetic little life now. He has betrayed the Senate, and as that, does not deserve to breathe. If you disagree, you're more than welcome to take him with you. Just know that Nook will not be far behind.
Can I ask one question to him? And then you can do what you like.
Roll a persuasion
Unless
check.
it's what I need. Persuasion. It's 11.
You just see Midala look to you, Theron. One question, and that is all.
I will use my first level spell.
I am ready, by the way.
Yeah.
That's fine. From my staff, you'll see a greenish glow, and then 10 little sprouts of red will flicker around my staff, and I will pull one out.
I suggest you do it very slowly.
I am. I pull out a good berry.
You
Put
see,
it into its mouth.
You see these little red apparitions that are just... And as Tara just takes one off, it turns into a solid good berry. Nice, bright red and purple, juicy berry.
I'll put one into your Hamber's mouth, and I'll kind of like massage his throat to digest, to get that 1 HP.
As you're doing that, Theron, Midal looks at you. Thank you, Theron, for being wary.
I'll put my hand on their chest to keep them down.
Yeah, you see as you just massage the throat, and you can feel the good berry going down.
Yeah.
At this point, I am still wary.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you see instantly Yule, as he like kind of goes to like rouse up, but with your hand on his chest, you see his hands quickly and just shoot and just latch onto your wrist.
Okay.
And just from the side of Yule's view, all he hears as Midala addresses you. One question before
That's
we
fine.
decide what to do.
That's all I need.
And you see Yule, his face shoot straight towards Midala. And just begin to hyperventilate even more.
I'll point at his eyes. Look at me. What's your thought about the path of light?
What? What's he on about?
Looking directly at his eyes, at his face. Is he unsure of what it is?
Yeah.
Or
confused,
does he
rather.
know, or anything aggressive?
Completely confused, unaware of what you're talking about. No inside check needed. It's just flat out on his face.
Sure. Okay, you can do what you want.
Very well. Nook! And as Nook kind of like, as you take off his chest and he's about to sit up, Nook reaches again under the table, grabs his shoulders, and slams him back down, just into the table.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to do this.
While Nock's doing that, I'm going to be passing out these good berries to everyone else.
I refuse.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
And
So you get
Midala,
1 HP, and
Me-
you feel a day's worth of food.
you
almost.
just see Midala lean over, and the hyperventilating thing stops almost in a shock.
Yeah.
Please, you do not need to do this. I will not say. And it like you see Midala just put his finger over his lips. Shh. That is fine. You won't be speaking much anymore. No, you just and as he just begins to like almost beg and start pleading, you just quickly hear a as you see Nook run her blade across her throat, and it just and you just start seeing
anyone
blood
sees
begin
me,
to just spurt
my
out
eyes are just going
slightly.
to close. Like the moment
Yeah,
here,
just on the table.
just gonna-
All you hear is just a couple, and just of him writhing around like a fish out of water.
Whereas
Well,
Gerald's
no
just going to
Hobson
do
down.
like one swell, like pull across all the strings, like ding ding, and then just sort of stare at the body as it's happening.
I'll just look over to him and I'll look over to Gerald and just go, have you no respect at all for the dead?
They're sort of going to smirk a little bit.
Well, they
I will
don't
give
have
Rail off one as well.
well, they don't have respect for themselves anymore. The dead.
Expertly said, Theron.
Cheers. Cheers, Big B.
Thank you, Theron. Now, the task was completed, maybe not as I had hoped, or for this outcome.
Smoothly as. Yeah, I get it.
Regardless, I did mention a reward, and as it is, I shall pay you. And you see Midala lean under the table as you just see blood just like as it's pooling around this small rickety round table with Yule's like hands and arms and legs just partly hanging off his shoulders and neck.
He
and
pulls
head
out a
hanging
Uzi
off.
and shoots us all.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
You see him.
Rail off, if you did eat a good berry, you gained 1 HP. Sorry. Yeah.
It's alright. You see Midala pull a small chest from under the table and place it with a heavy thud and rattle just in front of him on the table next to the pooling blood, pretty much in the pool of blood that's now surrounding Yule's body. And just as he takes the eye, still wrapped in the cloth, looks at it one more time, and wraps it up, puts it in a small pouch to his side, and then just pushes the chest across the table, making drag marks through the blood, with one solid nudge as it slides all the way to your side. I appreciate what all of you have done for me and the Senate. You have surely saved me some paperwork. I will bid all of you a good day now, unless there's anything else you wish to speak of.
Actually, yeah, boss. Where's my pay?
Theron, your pay is inside that chest, along with everybody else's.
I thought I got paid separate. Alright, Big B, calm down.
Theron, how about this? I will wish all of you a good day, and if these want to return home and you want to come back later for extra payment, then all of you...
I wouldn't say no.
I know you wouldn't, Theron. The brothels and whorehouses thank you greatly. However, if all of you wish to return home, or collect extra payment in Theron's case, come by the barbershop again tomorrow at dawn, and we will arrange passage for wherever you wish. Now, thank you very much for the task at hand. I wish all of you a good day. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Could you tell us about the eye?
None of your business, woman.
I think I would like to know a bit, just because it interested me.
I'm afraid, Tara. Do you mind if I call you Tara?
It's more of a Tara, but
Tara.
that's fine.
I will say in this regard, knowledge
Potato,
is power.
potato. Am I right?
No, not at all.
Regardless, knowledge is power, and in this case, I worry that the power is unbefitting of someone of your ilk. For now. Maybe in the future we might dive further in.
Could you tell us anything that we would or might understand?
It is a marble dragon eye from the age of Arcanum. And it
I
holds
mean,
a lot
really
of
old.
power and a lot of history
know.
behind it.
Thank you for letting us know that.
And it'd be always rude, as it's constantly staring.
Yes, it does have that effect.
To be honest with you, I thought it winked at me.
Winked.
Theron, it never winks.
You know, it
Always
might fancy
does.
me.
Whatever you wish to believe, Theron. Now, good day to you all. I appreciate all the work. I shall be in touch very soon, maybe even tomorrow if you come by again, if you will wish to travel home.
Fantastic.
We might have more work for all of you. I shall
I'm
see
sure
you then.
we'll be in the loop.
Good day.
Well,
And you see him.
thank you. And I'm gonna take the box.
Yeah. And you feel it's heavy. It's got a good heft to it. Just enough that it catches you off guard, not that it sinks to the ground like lead.
Yeah.
What's in it?
Oh, I'm not even looking in it. I'm looking
just gonna,
upstairs
I'm
now.
just gonna open it as
Probably
as Geralt is holding
Okay.
it. I'm just gonna open it.
Through all of that, you see Midala exit through the door, and through the rabble, Rayloff, you see that there is a small rusted latch. So roll a strength check for me to knock it open.
While he's doing that, can I search the body of the council member?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll an investigation check for me.
I rolled an 8.
Nice. Easily enough done. It's rusted and it was made to be opened. As you just almost just break off the latch, and you open it.
13.
13, and you open it, and you see it's just full of just dark beige and brown sand. As Theron, you look through Yule's possessions, with the sword still at his hideout. You find 3 silver pieces. You find 3 silver, 5 copper, and a small necklace. You see the necklace is just like the thin platinum chain necklace, and it has the small swan on it, or a small little platinum swan body and head as the pendant. Other than that, just simple common clothes.
I'll take the pendant and the money. What was in the
In chest.
treasure
Sand.
chest?
And it's just sand. As I look at it,
What? So
Sand?
right, guys. Basically, guys, I think he's double crossed us.
As you say
I
that,
don't fucking shit.
as the door
Those
is
guards
just,
are going to come in.
as the door is just closed.
I'm going to ready myself instantly
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
I already fucking
Yeah.
fucked on.
As the door closes, all of you begin to hear a small, slight incantation. You just hear behind, Miram Fonda, Killanos, and you hear just just one singular loud knock come from the other side of that door that Yule just went through.
That Yule just went through.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's done this to me. Oh my god.
What is he doing?
He's literally just fucked us over. I'm literally gonna kill that old man. Oh my
Okay.
god. His old decrepit body will be more ashes or less because he's old than he can ever think of.
And
And then I'm just ready myself about
in that moment, as you're all talking and looking at the chest full of sand with Yule's bloody body coating across the table, you begin to hear muffled voices and shouts and multiple sets of footfalls just shuffling above you.
It's those soldiers that I was on about. They've gone
Yeah.
because they're all surrounding us.
Well, either it's
You-
time to fight or it's time to run.
You begin to hear and you hear multiple footfalls and shuffles on the floor above. What would you like to do?
Rayloff, table, to the door, lock it.
By the way, guys, what I can do... Are we all not in battle yet still?
No?
No,
Okay.
but we sound like we're going to be.
Yeah. Basically, guys, I've got like fog cloud I can use if we want to try and. I'll just save that for if we need it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the table in front of the doorway. Just hold it up and just press it.
Okay, in front of the doorway that Midala just went through.
No, from where the stairs, I'm just gonna try and block the way.
Block the stairs.
Yeah, that they're
Yeah,
coming
the-
down from, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've only got 2 spells left because we haven't had a short rest or anything,
No.
have we? So-
No.
So you see Rayloff as you grab the table. What are you doing with Yule?
Oh, I'm not even caring he's there. I'm just putting it up.
Yeah.
As you take the table over and just and you just slump it over the stairs, and you just all you hear is and you just see like more blood, and you just hear a couple bones just crack from Yule's body as you just slam him into the stairwell.
Oh, I was like sort of expecting it would fall off as I picked the table up, but
I mean, you can do if that's what you prefer. You just said
Yeah.
you didn't really care that he was there.
oh yeah, that's fine.
But either way, you throw the table over onto the stairwell.
Out of interest,
Mm-hmm.
Guy,
Yeah.
you know where... Have you got a map for this or not a map for this?
I do.
Ooh. Maps are always good.
Let me flip you guys over.
Okay, so the stairs are leading up to
So-
where we come in.
So Midala is gone.
Went out to the
Yeah,
left.
the stairs
Yeah.
here. He went out through this doorway. You've got the chest and the table and the body here, and then.
And
all
you
of
said
got
you
there.
said there was a noise coming from the left from where he came from.
Yeah, as soon
upstairs.
as soon as you heard whatever incantation complete, you heard one singular loud knock.
We just dropping everyone on, yeah?
You can.
Right then. Right then. Right then, guys, what's happening? Goliath, you're up front. Because you're a stud.
I'm just gonna, once I've put the table up there, I'm gonna move the chest to sort of act as a balance, not a balance, as a fortification for the table. If so, it's not just gonna come straight down.
For some reason, something's telling me not go to the left because if he's a tricky bastard who does this to us, then he's going to leave something behind. But then again, we're going to have showers of shit raining down on us with guards.
You.
So in that instance, I'll go left.
Okay.
Fuck it.
You all begin to hear as the footfalls get closer and closer, just and you see the similar guards that you saw once outside begin to just as they come down the stairwell. You hear roughly about 20 or 25 sets of feet charging down, and as you see the one who's leading the brigade like get up to the table, that is just like wedged over the stairwell.
I cast invisibility. I don't have it.
I'm going to, in that corner, I'm going to make myself look like a potted plant. Casting minor illusion.
Okay.
And yeah,
Have
that's
you,
where
have,
I'm
you,
going with
have
that.
you got enough spell slots because you used it?
It's a cantrip.
Cantrip doesn't matter then, as long as you can. As long as you can do it. Like...
Can I use fog cloud?
Yes, you can.
I'll try to crawl underneath Rayloff to help push the bottom part of this table to keep them.
Rayloff, are you staying? Are you staying at the stairs?
Fog cloud. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads round corners and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed at least 10 miles per hour disperses it.
Okay. So you see...
Concentration and lasts up to 1 hour.
That's okay.
The range is 120 feet, but it's got a 20-foot radius. So, can I shove it sort of... Oh, wait a minute, let me have a look at that.
A 20-foot radius would easily cover most of the room.
You hear in the moment as you cast fog cloud.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. As you cast, and you see the room just beginning to almost like a smoke fog machine just begin to fill up. The leader of the brigade, you just hear as he's at the on top of the stairwell at the table, just kind of like just putting his hand against it just to keep himself steady before they begin to start pushing. You just hear, "None of you move! You're under arrest for the murder of Keel, Creed, and Close Bolin, under the jurisdiction of Brenton."
Yeah, but I already cast fog cloud.
God! And you see behind him, you see all of his men and begin to like just charge into the table. Is anyone holding it?
It'll be me and Rayloff, but I'm going to turn around and shout to Theron, "Check the door he came out of!"
Alright.
Yeah.
Collectively, there's a 19 on their end.
Okay. Well, I will assist Rayloff to do her strength check, please. Thank you.
Yep. Roll with advantage.
Well, I was already heading off left anyway.
Right.
But my fog cloud will be from
23.
My fog cloud will be.
Yeah! Gonna be like, yes!
I rolled a 19 plus 4.
That's fine.
By the way, when I cast this fog cloud, I was going to have disadvantage on pretty much everything.
Everything as in, like, where we look.
If you're attacking inside or outside.
Yeah.
Okay, because all I see is a table right now.
But it's the same for them as well.
Yeah, that's
so.
cool.
So I'm going to cast the fog cloud, obviously, and go left and check the door.
Alright, so you cast. Let me get some forms over here. Get some bodies.
Do we have forms? Because all right now we.
I did put forms on for you for the other battlefield. For the other combat.
It didn't update for some reason.
Let me just double check that real quick.
No problem.
Go to the other map.
And we're currently just bombarding this table to keep it in its space. So they see the death of the person on the other side. Amazing.
Alright, so let me.
Because realistically, we can't defeat 25 of them.
I can move it, but you haven't associated
I'm doing that now. Yeah, just give me a sec. Alright, so Matt, I've assigned yours. Then back left corner, that's you, Gerald, right?
Yeah, that's me.
You could just use me picture as a token.
I could do, but I'll do that another time.
Hashtag lazy DM.
No. It does take a long time. But true,
and
but true.
Tara. Okay, all done.
Okay, I'll just drag myself to top left.
So it should work now. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. Time, so I dragged 2 of me. Amazing.
Yeah, and then all of you can move whichever character you want your characters around. I will just make you guys smaller. Just
Which one's me?
the top right one in the black cloak. I'm just gonna get smaller.
I can't move him.
Should be able to.
Nope.
Gonna put
Wait,
me and Chris
oh,
on top of each other. Yeah.
He needs to be moving my character there with the sword.
Is he?
Wait, who moved this one here?
I made yours smaller. I didn't move it.
Okay.
But no,
So
I've made your default one, Matt. You can just go on your name on the right side of on the far right where the chat. You can just hit the journal button on the top over Roll20, and then just like click and hold and drag Theron out onto the map, and then let go, and you'll drop your character there.
I have no idea what you're on about, but can you just drag me towards the door on the left?
Wait, you can't move that character.
No, I can do this pointy thing, but I can't. It just goes on select. Right. You know when you like.
You know when you select it, do 3 bubbles come up above it and like a cogwheel and then something else?
No.
We'll sort that out. But yeah, so you go over to the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put myself on top of Rayloff because we're currently
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
on top
And
of Wanda.
you all begin to hear as all the men begin to start choking and just not being able to see through the fog light. You can't see through either.
Yeah,
As
that's fine.
Rayloff, you just feel the push of about 5 men pushing the table against you, and you just hold it back. And you hear the voice again. I order you! Stop resisting! You're under arrest! Theron, you go to the door. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm just making sure there's no trapper laps.
Roll investigation check for me.
And as I'm doing the investigation check, I yell back and go, "We've been set up. We did a job, but it's gone south, and it was all that old fart's fault."
Tell it to the lawkeeper! You're under arrest! Man! And you just, once again...
Once we hear men, me and Rayloff are going to
Yeah.
hold this fucking table as hard as possible.
Roll a strength check for me, both of you, or one at advantage.
Rayloff definitely with advantage.
You should have rolled. I rolled 2 2s, so 6.
Well, they rolled a 13.
Okay.
You should have.
So, Theron,
15 plus 6.
no traps. Completely fine.
I'll open the door.
Nothing. It's locked.
What's in front of me?
It's
The door.
locked to the door.
It's
Hey?
locked. It's locked.
The door is locked.
Ah, fuck's sake. Well, I don't have lock-picking tools. Can I try boot it open?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a strength check.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Or make a, sorry, not strength check. Make a melee attack. Melee unarmed strike.
I don't even know what that is.
Just
What
roll a
does-
d20,
just
add
roll
your
strength.
strength.
Okay.
And if it's minus, just
Okay,
have it
okay.
as flat.
17 plus 1, 18.
Nice. Okay, you do hit the door, and then the damage I think is 1 plus your strength.
Plus
mod.
strength. Yeah.
What roll is
Yeah.
that?
It's not. It's 1 plus your strength.
Yeah, unless it's a minus, then it's just 1.
Yeah.
Oh, 12's my strength?
So,
So-
No, no,
you got
yeah.
a +1 on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it'd be 1 plus 1.
So 2 damage to
2
the door
damage.
as you boot it. And in this case, with the door being slightly ornate but old, you'd imagine it would have just flung straight open. It just retains like a solid wall.
Okay, and that's my thing done. Anybody else got any suggestions?
And as you boot it, at the same time as your kick, you hear like multiple voices just grunt and groan as you hear the table
Listen,
slam
listen,
over
guys.
and out to the side as Rayloff and Tara, both of you, are caught under the table near enough.
I look over to the potted plant in the corner,
The party plan ain't moving.
and I'll be like, "You're a sneaky fuck. Can you lockpick?"
You'll see a bit of the leaf move, like left or right.
Oh.
It's more of a no.
Theron,
Okay, so that's a no.
actually, Tara
Mhm.
and Rayloff
Yeah.
in this position, as you hear Theron shout over to Gerald, who is now currently a plant, you do notice one guard snap his head and look between the interaction.
He won't be able to see it because there's fog.
Shit.
Actually, that's a good point.
That is true.
It's a very good point.
He'd have to roll at a disadvantage.
Let's see. Fuck, no. 4.
Eddie?
Yes.
Yes!
You will not see the plant.
So,
Thank you, rule.
yeah. But, Rayloff and Terry, you are stuck under the table as about 7 or so of these men just begin to push through.
Okay.
Do not move! And you see all of them just pull out their short swords and bucklers.
Hey, big guy, if you're going to rage, it's going to be now. Unless we're going to give up.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm gonna turn or attempt to like push it just enough so I can move my head towards Rayloff. Say, I'm sorry. I'm going to turn back into a horse
Okay.
to push the door.
Okay. As
In a minute, I've got a pun.
as you
In a
push,
minute, I've got a pun. Oh, look, he's just a one-trick pony.
it's
He
fucking
can only
terrible.
turn it. Just
As,
because he can only turn into a horse.
as you push the
Yeah.
table a bit, you feel one of the guards just slam their foot down, and then you wild shape into a horse.
Yeah, because
Roll-
obviously the full lengths of
Yeah,
them.
roll a strength check with stats of a
As
horse.
a horse.
Yeah. I'm gonna get crushed.
Yeah, but they're gonna get crushed into the roof of the wall. It's just coming up. Okay.
You hear the voice still as you
19.
Nice. As you push up and you move the table back slightly, sort of righting it up a little bit and flirting it so like at least 3 or 4 of the men just like catch the table and get pushed back into the stairwell, and you hear the voice again. This is your last warning. You will not resist. You're under arrest. What are you doing?
Oh no, I can't see him. I was tempted to cast sleep, but because of the fog.
Yeah, you can't see him. You need to see it. What are you doing, everyone? What are you doing?
I'm holding for the moment.
Anyway, man, let me have a look, see what I can do. Because I really won't go through that door, but I sort of require that Goliath to boot open the door. But if he goes from that other place, they're going to come in. So it's
What I'm gonna do as a horse, now that Rayloff and me are able to attempt to stand kind of up, is turn around and kind of plant myself at the back and use my 2 hooves that aren't like here to kind of bend forwards and close to try to say go.
I'm gonna rage, and I'm going
Okay.
to charge at the door and make an attack with my halberd.
Go for it. Make a melee attack. As you go on, make a melee attack against the door. As you go to strike, Tara, you hear again. Men, go! And all of them are getting charged. I want you to roll a strength check.
Yeah.
Let's roll a dexterity and move out the way.
It's 22 with a 19 plus 3.
They got 14. You feel the like crush against your equine chest and shoulders before you plant firmer and just hold, and you still feel the tension and the weight on you, but you were holding off for now.
DM. If you want to do even more damage, you could say it's times every single person who's pushing on him.
Well, there isn't any damage, it's just collective strength check from them and a strength check.
Well, it'll be the first 2 or so many people to push. Everything else is just.
Yeah, but they can push on to them.
Well, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Rolled a 13.
13, you hit the door. How rolled for damage?
Right. Plus 2 melee damage. Halberd attack.
100. This is Goliath.
7 dozen damage.
13 slashing damage.
18.
13.
You, and as you slam the halberd in, it like cracks into it. But as you take it out, visibly no damage to the door.
Oh.
You see some crack and some splinters, but it's not budging.
It's one of those nice doors. Not IKEA doors. Oh no. It's over.
You hear the voice again. You will not resist by the jurisdiction of Brenton. You are all under arrest.
Okay. In that moment,
and they're going to push again.
Yeah, I'm going to hold back. I'll roll again.
Guy,
I won't roll again.
Can I use my telepathy just to speak to? Does it have to be willing creatures? Or
You
not?
need to see them. I'm pretty sure you need to see your target if it's not a willing creature.
I don't think so, because I think if I can sense thoughts, I don't actually need to see creatures to sense them. In a minute, give me a sec.
Yeah, have a look. But for the record, they rolled a natural.
You want me to roll? They rolled a natural 20.
20 on their strength check.
Come on, birdie. It's not a natural 20.
What's the total? What'd you get?
6.
Okay, yeah. So there's total. They total out of 20 anyway.
Okay.
There's no modifier.
Amazing. That's fine.
In this moment, and Tara, your horse form gets shunted back with the table partly landing on you. Feel you're light enough to kind of knock it off if you want. But these men begin to filter down and through. Let's see. Tara, you're here. Rayloff, you're over with the door. And Tara, I'll say you'll push back a few feet as all these.
Yeah, with me being pushed forwards, with my horseback facing where the door was, could I use my front feet to lean forwards onto the floor and back kick them?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want a back kick, I want everyone to roll initiative.
Okay, I will. Do you want me to roll the back kick first and then initiative?
Yeah.
So that will be a 13 to whoever takes the blow of my.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah. I'll say it's this close guy here.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
Let me roll for them collectively.
Okay, so that one person takes 9 bludgeoning damage by my ooze.
You see the sort of the crumpled copper and brass chest plate just crack in, and you hear an audible. You see he's a little bit winded, but he's still ready to go. So
okay. Yeah, cool.
Everyone, 25 to 20.
21.
Theron, you're putting your hand up.
I would just say 9. 23.
Okay, all right.
18 plus me intelligence.
That's right. So 23 for Theron. Gerald, 21.
21.
Very, very good. 20 to 15.
20.
Nice. Rail off. 15
Tara,
to 10.
essentially, no.
8.
Okay. And Tara. Okay. Alright, so Theron, top of the round. What are you doing?
Out of interest, about the door,
Yeah.
did you say a few splinters went off, but it was not damaged?
Yeah. So you see, visually, a few, there's a bit large crack and then a few splinters that have come off, but the door itself has not budged anywhere at all. And there's no real, damage to the doorway, nor any, pressure inwards against the door.
Okay. Is the hinges?
On this side, you don't, you do see the hinge
Well,
latches,
imagine
yeah.
that. No, go on.
Yeah.
No hinges on this side.
No.
On this side, is the chest.
On this side, you see the small latches of the hinge as if it were to open towards you, not.
Okay,
Away.
that'll do.
And also, DM, sorry, could you just ping which one I hit? Amazing, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hinges. Is there anything I can do with hinges? Probably not, but here we go. Inventory.
Alright, Theron, what are you doing?
Alright, mate, calm down. Just seeing what I've got in my bag, which is just a lot of ink, apparently. And a little bag of sand. Okay, calm down.
That was probably the last payment you had.
Yeah. There's not really much I can do apart from
Oh, the bastard's done it again.
apart from use my knife out my thingy and try and the hinge.
You could
One
try.
of the hinges.
You
can try.
all around you, you begin to hear of these guards getting closer and closer as they now storm into this small chamber. So what are you doing? Yeah, you want to try?
Okay,
it?
in a minute.
The fog cloud
Can I
is still
try?
going.
Can I try and still talk to him at the same time? Because I know I'm going to fail.
Yeah, I'll say you can try and talk to him. Yeah, that's fine. So do you want to roll? What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
You're trying to jam it in and take the hinges off.
Yeah.
Roll a
basically,
strength check
instead
for
of
me.
Actually.
And then
Okay,
Gerald
12.
and Ray. Gerald is on deck after.
12 plus 1, 13.
You jam your knife in, and you just, and it's not finding any major purchase or making
Okay.
any effect.
In that case, as I'm doing it, I'm like, guys, who gave you the hint to be here? Because this sounds like a setup, bitch.
I
might as well try- I might as well try the diplomacy. Well, that wasn't really diplomacy, but you know what I mean. At least try to get some information out of it. Because,
Sure.
but by the sounds of it, it sounds like the DM wants us to get captured. So we can save time on the stream by just getting captured. I'm just saying.
Again,
It sounds like it's going that way.
well, you do what you do what you want to
Because
do.
that door, if that was a normal door, bro,
Mhm.
I could have kicked that off. By
Oh, easy.
just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Matt, could you just tell us from top left to bottom right where your fog cloud is?
It's in the centre of the room. I cast it.
Yeah, but over the table or.
Where the table was originally, yeah, I thought I'd cover all the area,
Yeah.
like from the set.
Like
from
that?
the yeah. Oh, actually, no. Then if that's the 20-foot radius.
No, it goes a bit wider than that, Mike.
Yeah, that's fine. It was just because I'm getting a point of I don't know where exactly. So I've
What,
gone.
what's 20-foot radius? I would have put it more by the stairs and the door. Then that's originally I wanted to go up the stairs, but yeah.
Like there.
Uh,
So I'll extend it a bit. It's just so.
is that 20-foot radius?
No, I'm gonna make it bigger now. Just
It'll probably just about touch these guards out here, and that'll be it.
I'll just fucking make it another one.
All right, Theron, is that all you're doing?
Yeah, that's all I can do, mate. I've got one spell left, but I won't keep it.
Yeah, no problem.
Just in case it needs shield.
Yeah, that's fine. Gerald, it's on you. With Rayloff on deck, what are you doing?
Right. So if we're going with shit, that
Oh,
is.
actually. Oh no, because I already used my action. Don't mind.
So if we're saying that there's a load of big fog clouds sort of here-ish,
Mm-hmm.
So that's how big
Well,
it is.
is that guy blocking the entrance to the stairs entirely to here?
From what you can tell, he is just within that doorway at the top of the stairwell.
Yeah.
But you still hear more shuffles from the floor above.
Is there space above? Like
just
a
above it.
foot? Yeah.
You've probably got like about like
I don't
a
need
foot or so.
I don't need a lot of
above
space.
the
I just need
doorway.
1.5 foot to 2 foot, maybe. Yeah.
You see about a foot's worth or so as he's like coming through.
Excellent. Right then. You see, yeah. I feel like we're going to have to take the dash action, and we're going to proceed to crawl up onto the side of the fucking room from the plants, and then sprint across here, up onto the ceiling, and try and go up 20 foot up the stairs from the ceiling part.
You're going. Are you saying you're sprinting across the room, right?
Not sprinting, climbing. I have unimpeded climbing.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, I guess it'd only be Rayloff and Theron that end up seeing Gerald just almost spider-esque, just turn around and just begin to climb up the wall and onto the ceiling, and you just see like kind of like Exorcist, just like Ring Girl, just and just crawl and just sprint pretty much all the way through the ceiling and through
Partway up the stairs.
partway
I'm
up the
guessing.
stairs.
How far does
as
20
you-
foot get me?
What, 20 foot from here?
Yeah, because I'm using my dash action in total.
Okay.
So, 20 foot from the stairs, would I get out maybe?
Well, as you get through the little doorway of the stairwell, one of the guards are gonna see you and try to make an attack on you, trying to grab you.
Yeah.
What's happened? Sorry.
I'm escaping. If possible.
Natural 20.
No,
I'm
he's
not
getting hit.
bullshitting either.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
you
not-
needed a
I'm
lot
not-
less. You needed a lot less to hit me, let alone what that 20 does.
But he's attempted to grab you as you just see as you're scurrying across the ceiling and you duck like almost like in your perspective over the doorway or the top of the doorway. As you shoot under for him, he just sees come here, and he just grabs you and he grabs and brings you to him.
Oh, bollocks.
And you're just kind of struggling against him. Use your dash action. You got a bonus left if you want to use that.
I do.
As you just hear this, like, sort of, not really like bigger or broader guard. They're all fairly lithe in their build, but still, you know, some variation. And you just see him as he clutches you to his chest, holding you like just off the ground. Stop struggling! You're under arrest for murder. And he just like keeps trying to hold you.
I think I'm just going to. Yeah. Definitely go bardic inspiration, and I'm just going to with a bonus action. In fact, does it have to see them?
I assume.
No, they can hear me. They just have to
There you
hear me. We'll give inspiration to Rayloff as I shout, "Outlaw country!" as they're trying to fight him back.
Okay. So, in this moment, Rayloff, you find, as it's your turn, you hear the off-cut voice through the rabble and shouting of Outlaw Country just scream and blare to you, and you instantly feel a little bit inspired to keep going. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to also to use a weapon attack on the halberd on the hinge. Try and break it off.
Alright, go for it. Roll for attack. That's okay.
Omnicron.
Choked over my own drink.
See what happens.
That's what they all say.
That's what you'll say, then I die.
What's happening then?
19.
19. Yeah, you strike the hinge, roll for damage.
Oh yeah, big boy numbers. I rolled a 1. 7 slashing damage.
Not bad. You slam and you see the blade like perch into the latch that's attached to the doorway or the door frame, and it does sink in slightly, but as you pull out, I mean the hinge is a little bit scratched up, but nothing major.
Adamantium.
Yes.
It's because he's been watching Critical Role, so it's like everyone has problems with doors. I'll make this part.
No,
doors.
that wasn't the intent. Not a chance.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anything else you do?
He wants us to get captured. That's what he wants happen. Pretty obvious.
I mean, you can do whatever you like.
Yeah. With a reason. Let's see.
But at the break I can explain why for the whole door, if you really need to know.
No, it's alright. Who goes it next then?
Yeah, after I've done that, then I'll just drop my weapon and just surrender.
All right, Theron, you see after Rayloff takes a huge swing and catches into the hinge latch, finding it not breaking off when he pulls it off. You just see him almost huff and slam his.
Did you include rage damage for that?
Yeah.
It should still be rage. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess because you'd still be dealing damage. Yeah. But yeah, he just throws the big heavy. What was it?
Halberd.
Halberd. Thank you. Throws his big heavy halberd down to the ground. And next are the guards. Some are going to swarm around you, Rayloff and Theron.
Yeah.
The guy Tara that you kicked is going to just move behind or move just to the side of you and attempts to grab you. So unarmed melee attack. 15 to hit.
It does hit the horse.
Alright, and so he just grabs on almost like one leg, if he can, is like just trying to and he just like holds you, like almost like crinking your leg a little bit to bend.
Yeah.
And just pushing his shoulder into you just to try and get you to stay further down.
Yeah, in kind of one place.
Guy, just a quick one. Are the guards here 4 guards that you placed by the left-hand door?
Yeah.
Is that actually 4 guards, or is there more or less?
That's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is use my last spell and try to make them go to sleep.
It's not your turn yet.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I won't do that.
But you can try on your turn if you like. But for Theron and Rayloff, at least for Theron, are you following Rayloff, or are you still trying at the door? Or...
I will sneakily pretend that I'm going.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
Alright.
Let's sleep.
So, as you're gesturing, roll a deception check for me. And at least 2 of them are going to try to grab you, Theron.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
What is my deception? +3.
Nice. Non-natural 20. So you see the one that was going to grab you initially, and you kind of put your hands up, and you give him a smile and a bit of a wink, and you see both of the guards you're about to grab kind of like just hold off, still at the weapons at the ready, pointed towards you, but not advancing. Same as with you, Rayloff, with no no attempts to try and grab you, as they just stay kind of at a distance but close enough as you drop your weapon to just partly understand that there has been like almost a parlay made. Terra,
Yes.
you're up. What would you like to do with Theron on deck?
Can I see through the fog at all?
No. I'm pretty sure anything you do to anything inside that is disadvantage, like attack rolls,
Okay.
perception checks.
I would like to look or attempt to try to find where my allies are.
Alright, roll a general perception check with disadvantage.
Can I send out like a little telepathic like twinge?
A twinge?
Yeah, just to let him know. Yeah, I'm here, bro.
I mean, you did hear Theron across the
Yeah, but it's more like I know the whereabouts. It's
Yeah.
can I see them and what they're doing?
Roll disadvantage.
Oh no, you won't.
Yeah. I'm just seeing what my.
Because I'm pretty sure the fog
Perception
just
is?
obscures all vision through it.
Okay. It is
That was the
a
point.
13 with disadvantage.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You just see dense, thick fog in front of you and around.
I will try to shake off the guards that are holding me,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing what my allies are doing.
All right, so roll
To the
roll
point where I'm
a.
out of their grapple.
Okay, roll an athletics check for me. Oh, sorry, acrobatics check, and they're going and
Mhm.
Roland's going to roll an athletics. He rolled a 12 for athletics.
Yeah, he's still got me. I rolled a 6.
So you try and shake off. You still feel him on your leg.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do?
I am going to go down to my. I'm just going to say knees, but I would go down to be
Mhm.
like what I did with Knock.
Yeah.
And I'll just. My body will just give up. Because I know
Okay.
I'm going to be outnumbered here.
All right. So you just kind of like.
But
Just
I will stay in horse form though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or
You
attempt
you,
to.
you bend you bend at your elbows, and kind of go down.
There's you
bow
like.
the head.
There's you, tame me, bitch.
There's you bow your equine head.
Yeah.
And you just kind of just wait to see what they do next. As that one guard just stays there for you or with you,
Mhm.
and then Theron, top of the round. What do you want to do?
Cast sleep on the 4 that are there. I believe.
Okay.
I'm using
what's-
I'm literally using my last spell. What does sleep say? Because I've never cast it before. Range is 90 foot with
Mhm.
a 20-foot circumference.
Yeah, it goes over HP. So how much HP can you cover right now?
I have no idea what that is.
You
Roll.
have to roll your die.
Usually like
Ah,
44, isn't it? Like
DM,
that.
sorry, I just realised Mogwai would have been on my back. So I don't know what you want Mogwai to be doing at this point. Because
I'll just say for purposes
Sorry to add in.
until he's like a combat ally,
yeah.
he just melds in as a possession almost.
Okay.
So
cool.
forms, you don't need to worry about him like popping out and
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go ha 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 and then
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
no problem.
I want him to kind of copy my actions
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah, and kind of like okay.
Oh, I mean,
He'll
in
probably be.
in that
he'll probably
case,
be like close to.
I mean, in that case, yeah, it can be on your back, and like kind
Yeah,
of like
okay, cool.
almost still kind of weirdly harnessed onto you,
Yeah.
but still on the top as you lean down, you just hear a.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, sorry, Matt. You can carry on now. I just completely forgot about
That's okay.
Mogwai.
So did I. With him not being a combat ally, it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
easy to be like, what the fuck is that little
Oh,
bitch?
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem.
What's my shit say? Roll. The spell ends into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8, which I got a 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 4, 4, 2.
Are you adding that
How
all up?
much does that not come up to?
Oh, for God's sake. 15, 16, 17, 18,
Quick
19,
math.
20, 21, 31.
Sorry to be a buzzkill as well.
Go on.
With him using sleep, would it take off fog?
Sleep is. I think sleep's concentration. So yes.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I thought it might have been a non-concentration one.
But at this point, they're surrounding us anyway, so it doesn't really make too
Yeah.
Okay. So,
well, to me,
Theron,
it makes a massive deal because I'm still in the fucking fog.
Theron,
Oh, shame.
Theron, can you describe to your allies of what they see when you cast this spell?
Now that I can see it.
Basically, I'm there going, hey, guys, I'm a really good guy. Come on, look at me. Does it look like I'm asleep?
And as Theron just pushes his hands
Not
forward.
in the... Look into the eyes, not around the eyes. Sleep.
Yeah. As you like that, you see just faint orange and red glitter and starlight just flutter above the forms. How many hit points was it? 30.
1, I believe.
Okay.
Unless I've done it wrong.
You.
But let's go with 31.
Yeah. Then you knock that one, and that one. These 3. So I'll just move this guy. So you knock all 3 of those guards in front of you, minus 1 of them. You just see all 3 slam down, unconscious and sleeping.
The thing is, so I didn't even realise that my fog would go, so I'm like, oh, everyone can see. Hey, guys!
And right there,
And then I just put my hands behind my head.
And right there, we're going to take a quick break and come back in just a little while to continue to see where this shit show goes from here.
Right.
Amazing.
as the party have found their way back into the cut and shut barbershop, they found Midollar Pike, slightly questioned Brother Yulhamber before his throat was slit by Nook, and Midollar quickly made his leave, leaving a chest of hopefully coin upon the table. And upon opening it, just as he made his exit and arcanely locking and fixing the door in place, you open it to a large, vast amount of sand and dirt. And just as that happened, you heard shuffles and footfalls and shouts begin to emanate from the floor above as guards quickly came to charge in and arrest you for the, let me get it here before I forget, the murder of Keel, Creed, and Close Bolin. And as they all funneled in, you put up a bit of a fight as Gerald made his own way to hide and then try and escape, being thwarted just at the cusp of the doorway. And after a few attempts at said door, you found there was no way of getting through, feigning surrender on Theron's part before you cast sleep, knocking 3 of these guards in front of you unconscious to a slumber as Rayloff threw his halberd to the ground, and Tara is now bending at the equine elbows in surrender. This is where we come back, just as Theron, you have slept 3 of the 4 guards that were once in front of both you and Rayloff, as they all just hit like a wet bag of dirt onto the ground. Gerald, it is your turn. What would you like to do as the guard is holding you and being persistent enough to keep reminding you that you're under arrest and trying to hold you there? What would you like to do?
We'll go try and escape.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check, and you'll roll athletics.
Acrobatics.
16 on athletics.
Acrobatics 3. Oh, that's a 16 as well.
Reroll. Yeah.
Roll off.
That's a 10.
2.
Oh yes. I thought, oh shit, I've definitely lost it with this.
As you struggle, and you find like a point of like, immovable force and a unstoppable object. You just go in and then give it another second, and you just slip out of his grasp. As you just drop out, and you're not free.
I climb back up onto the ceiling and I continue my quest along the ceiling.
Okay, so
I know there's a 15 guards,
Yeah.
but I continue my quest.
Okay.
As he does that, I just shout, "Give it up, feathers!"
as you see
Give it up.
the Kenku drop and then just scurry up the wall onto the ceiling again and through the doorway. Now
I'm not
past
going
that
in
door.
a cage.
And you begin to try. There's going to be at least 3 guards that try to catch you. As you hear a couple, as they just see a cloaked black feathered Kenku just scurry on the ceiling, full on ring girl exorcist. I mean, the first one rolled a 19.
That hits.
All right, and then second, 13,
It hits.
and last is 5.
That misses.
So the first 2 as the last one in this line of these 3. He leaps up and just kind of stumbles, and he bumps into the guy in front of him, like catch himself on the stairs because they're all like just like really crammed into these small stairs. And you see the first 2, as they get bumped, they both kind of and just like grab you, and they're kind of holding you. One's got your arms like hooked under, and the other's got the legs and the ankles, and they're just holding you, and you're just like against them.
I'm gonna slow down a bit, and just as I'm sort of being held there, I go, "Don't suppose you'll let me go if I tell you where the reward is?" And that's gonna be my turn there.
Okay, roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, but that's
Because
not
you're
good.
breaking the law.
8 plus deception.
A million.
13.
13. Okay, you see the first guard pay no attention, and he's just like devout to justice.
holding.
Whereas the one who's got hooked under, you kind of see his head like, cock a little bit.
Hmm.
But that's all you get so far. Rayloff, you're up. What are you doing? You just see the 3 guards just plummet in front of you, and one is and just raises his sword. And you see him as he raises his sword to you, Rayloff. Standard like humanoid figure just starts shaking as he raises his sword up to you. What would you like to do?
I am going. I'll walk up to him and I'm just gonna put my arms together.
He just holds his sword. Almost kind of like pressing into one of your forearms now as you just stand there.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. The soldiers, as the fog cloud dissipates, a couple more soldiers kind of like rally around you, Tara, and not pin you down, but almost as if just controlling a wild horse as it's feigning some kind of knowledge as to what to do. You see, one of them kind of comes up and just starts stroking just the side of your head, almost like trying to calm you so you don't start bucking out.
No problem. I'll happily accept what they're trying to.
And the other 2 on either side are kind of just tentatively pressing and keeping your body down while also kind of giving a scratch here. Again, just knowing you're a horse. Yeah,
no problem. I'll happily accept their.
You hear a couple of them. I don't know what to do with this horse. It doesn't matter what we do. We're going to take them back. Take them to the stable. I don't care. and then you just hear another one from behind. Just, I will go get that one. And you see one guard filter off over to Theron, and the sleeping guards. And Theron, he's going to look at you as are you still holding your hands like that?
Sort of like, not full on. But
and he's going to attempt to just grab one wrist and twist it round.
And I'll just slap him.
Okay, so he's going to try and make an attack just to grab you then. 16.
Okay, one we're rolling.
It's off your AC.
Off your AC.
What's my AC?
Probably just
Oh.
be export.
Give you on
10.
11.
Okay, so his hand finds purchase on your wrist, but you can tell as he grabs, like almost more aggressively, but then he kind of looks up at the guy who's standing in front of his ally, this Goliath giant looking down, and right next to you, he just kind of like grabs, but then he and just looks at you.
As he's doing it, I'm just saying, listen, hey, we ain't gonna resist. There's too many of you. Just don't grab me. I'll come with you. Whatever.
Now either roll persuasion or deception. Depends on if you're lying or not.
Deception.
I'll roll deception.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll roll deception.
And
Oh, 19 plus whatever. I'm 3.
nice. You see the guard kind of very well, and like lets go for a moment, still keeping his hand roughly around you just in case. But
By the way, I've got no spells, so even if I'm lying, I can't do anything.
And as that's happening, the guard in front of you, Rayloff, you're under arrest. Show me your hands.
My hands are going to be like that.
Okay. And he just kind of like puts his sword away and like kind of like grabs. He's more or less like placing his hands on your wrists because your wrists are fairly wide for his hands. He can't like latch around, but he just placed them over.
Yeah,
Come
he
with
just
me.
needs 3 trunks to go around.
Yeah. And he just says, "Come with me.
Sort of have
And-
to like kneel down a little bit.
Yeah, and he just starts moving you towards the doorway. While Gerald, these two guards, you hear one of them. Yeah, there's no rewards, and he just move, and both of them start carrying you up the stairs as you're struggling and filtering up into the.
Am I being carried off?
No.
Yeah.
Filtering up until into the main floor of the barbershop
Okay.
that has been emptied out.
As all that's going on, can I just be like, who's in charge here?
Right now, you just see as the guard is like around you, they're not saying any more except for trying to carefully escort the Goliath out without anything happening.
In that case, I'll just shout to the Goliath. I'm like, stop right there. Just stop. Like, we want to know who's in charge because we've been set up. This in itself is a corruption of justice.
Not gonna respond.
I think could.
So, Theron. Oh, sorry, Tara. What are you doing? As the guards all around you start scratching, but also kind of firmly keeping you down. One starts to begin to kind of lead you just with your mane.
Okay, I will go with the slight tug. Not enough, so obviously, so it makes it feel like his ears attempting to pull me, and I am obeying by the little tug, but not enough for it to hurt me.
Yeah. All right. So you begin following out, and Gerald, at this point, as you're kind of being filtered past guard after guard after guard after guard, all the way up to the front of the barbershop, you just hear the one guard that told everyone to move. You've made a huge mistake, little one. Lawkeeper Bolin surely won't be impressed. As they're carrying you through.
It would take both of you just to carry the amount of gold that I've hidden.
And they continue to just carry you up, and they all start beginning to lead Rayloff, Tara, and Theron, all of you out of the chamber, depending on if anyone still wants to resist or not.
I'd like to say, if it gets to the point at
yeah.
the top, I'm going to, like, as they get me out of and away from people, I'd like to actually make one last escape attempt.
Okay.
Alright.
So, as all of your allies are being escorted out by the guards.
Whoa. Apart from me.
Okay, Theron is staying down in the chamber as Tara and Rayloff.
Like I'm not resisting as such, but I'm really trying to make the point across. I want to speak to someone with high authority who isn't a corrupt little shit.
Yeah, but to them, we've just killed someone, so they're not going to.
We're still
obey
laws.
by our.
So, Tara and Rayloff are being escorted out. Gerald will get to you in a moment as they begin to funnel you outside. They're keeping you in the main barbershop area in the room, as Rayloff and Tara, in horse form, in her wild shape, is brought through as well. And Theron, the guard next to you, as you see all the other guards begin to funnel out, this other one staying with you and just kind of tentatively, like, not touching you. Just come on, let's go and talk to the lawkeeper.
Who's the lawkeeper? What's his name?
Lawkeeper Bolin.
Bolin?
Bolin.
How do you spell that? What's your badge number?
And you just seem like perplexed for a moment. We do not have a badge.
Well, you should. It's good for keeping, like, order. Anyway.
We keep order just fine. Now, please, will you just come with me? I
Don't
do
touch
not want
me.
to have to force you.
I swear to God, don't touch
I am
me.
not touching you. But I will if you do not follow.
Okay, let's go. Give me respect, and I'll give you respect. I know what it looks like. It kinda is what it looks like, but we have been set up.
Well, then you can explain that to the lawkeeper, not me.
Okay, if you remember that, are you an honest guy? Can I make an insight check to see if he's an honest guy?
Well, before he answers back.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, answer back and then I'll make your judgment. Go on.
No one's inside his answer.
He just said, as you asked that, it depends who pays me.
Oh, bitch.
You want to roll insight still?
No, not really. Alright. I see where this is going. I follow tentatively.
Okay. Alright. So you
But,
join
yeah,
the rest of your allies. Still tentative. You're behind the guard now. He's at least giving you the trust that you're not going to try and snap his neck on the way up the stairs. And you'll...
Jokes on him, bitch.
Yeah.
I won't do so.
Make Christmas, motherfucker. But no, yeah, so you funnel through. Still, the other guards, about 15 or so, are still staying on the stairwell, watching you pass.
Yeah, to make sure.
Yeah. And closing off behind you as you all begin to pass. And just as you all find yourself in the fairly large barbershop chamber, Terra, you're being ushered outside more so because you're a wild animal.
Of course. Yeah,
And-
no problem.
So as they,
Nay, I say.
so as they begin to funnel all of you out into the street, Gerald, you want to make that last escape attempt?
Okay.
It's going to be your acrobatics against advantage on athletics because 2 of them are holding you.
Okay. I'm feeling relatively hopeful.
They rolled an
Maybe
11.
not.
He says.
And yes, 19.
Fuck!
We spin a count. And we are going to break free from this fucking thing. So what have I got around me? Because this will be...
You've got sand-covered cobblestone streets
Yeah.
with a few sandstone homes, hovels, and businesses dotted around along the roadway.
Excellent.
And that's pretty much it, all that you see now. You do see a few folk wandering around, especially when they saw all the commotion with the guards. You see a small crowd that's gathered. But
Yeah,
but the guards are like holding, and as soon as you and just slip out, DAM! And
We're going to sprint back towards the way that I originally came from when we the house place that we went to actually find the orb.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
say
gonna start heading that way.
just for speed wise, roll the
Yeah.
dexterity check for me.
Oh, out of interest, guy.
Mhm, yeah,
For flavour, could I telepathically send him a quick message?
absolutely, as long as he's in range.
Well, I haven't quite run yet.
I don't know what the range is for telepathy.
It's like 30 feet, I think.
It's usually 30 to 60.
Yeah.
One of them.
It's 30. It's 60.
There you go. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll quickly chuck a thing in his mind, going, find the old guy, don't get caught. That's basically the message.
Do I have any chance of responding to that? As in,
No,
in my head.
No, you can't send me telepathic back unless
Alright.
you are telepathic yourself.
Yeah, well, of course, not.
Of course.
Of course, God.
Of course.
No, a 17 on my dexterity to get away.
Yeah, you like a shot. Just catapult yourself.
Whether you get away or not is a different thing.
And
but
you-
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah, and you hear you hear the guards right next to all of you. Get them! And you just see 3 of them just begin to just sprint after you.
I will, with my horse, I will look towards Gerald's escape.
Yeah.
Notice that he's escaped.
So
If you're a horse, you should kick and run off, bro.
they rolled a 19. They're fairly quickly catching up. So I'm gonna give
Shit.
you. So there's gonna be 2 more. We'll do a little mini timed event. So there's gonna be 2 more rolls between us to see if you can make distance and get away, or they catch up and capture you again.
Oh, good.
So, as 3 guards sprint off from all of you, is there anything any of you want to do while you're basically just waiting to be towed off, or to see what happens with the Kenku?
Well, I've got no spells, so could I possibly talk to the person next to him and go, how much gold for you let me slip off somewhere? And just go.
Like, he just looks at all the other guards around him, and they just look up at him.
Like I don't say it out loud. I sort
Yeah.
of like, "Psst, hey, gorgeous.
What?
You know exactly what I'm on about. I'm game if you're game. Nobody has to know game. You know what I mean?
Roll a persuasion check.
Let's see. I bet it's like minus. Let's see. Persuade +1. Jesus Christ, okay. Lucky test. Sorry, the internet does a thing.
That's okay. That's why I should have IRL dice.
Oh, you're not even going to believe this. 20 +1.
Okay, natural 20. Nice.
In a minute, I'll even screen print it.
That's okay. You don't need to worry. I believe you. So in that moment, you see the guard kind of go from like nonchalant, just like not really caring what you're saying, to instantly just.
Come closer. Let's talk about it.
You just hear him like almost like mumble and whisper. 5 gold.
I'll give you 10.
And you just see him hold his hand out like behind his waist.
Quid pro quo, you don't tell anybody.
Understood.
Like literally, what I want is, we go out. The best moment that's there, I do one.
And as he like as you hand him the 10 gold, so mark that off your inventory, as he grabs the 10 gold and pockets
I don't
it.
really care about gold.
In that moment, you see him like and he just coughs and like shoves you off away from the group, giving you the moment to do whatever you want, to run or anything, as he
Oh, to run. Like, where are we? Where are we? Describe. Is there any outlets?
I've already described. There's the roadway, and then there's sandstone homes and hovels and businesses dotted along each side of this cobblestone sand-covered roadway. There are going to be some alleyways and side streets between homes, hovels, and businesses that you could slip into as well. But in this moment, he just coughs and shoves you away from the group, giving you that.
In that instance, I won't run, but I'll sort of like, oh, and then sort of like try going to like a normal business establishment as a customer.
Okay. So he like kind of shoves you, and then you see a couple other guys. You see like a couple of the guys look at the one that shoved you, as you just kind of in the background. I want you to make a stealth check
Oh, great! That's another good check.
to see if you can slink
20?
off without being seen.
Oh.
And in this moment,
11 plus what's my stealth? Where's it sit? Oh, +1. 12.
12. Okay, you are able to quickly like just dart through an open doorway, just barely out of the vision, like with the guard who shoved you kind of obscuring where you went to for the rest of the guards to see, as you just slipped in. And we'll get to that one in a minute. Gerald, you are sprinting, and you hear 3 guards. Stop! Murderer! And you see folks are kind of looking at you a little bit. One more roll, see if you make distance, or anything you want to do.
Yes. Is there a chance of an alleyway that sort of, where it splits off into a 2 at any point?
Yeah. There's certain alleyways that do split off in a fork.
Yes. So go down there. I'm going to cast minor illusion on both sides of the alleyway in this 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
Both sides of the alleyway are going to get a door, and then they're going to see me run through a right door as the illusion, and as I'm passing through the illusion myself, I'm going through the left path, which obviously does not even have a door.
Okay.
And I'm splitting off like that.
All right. Roll one more dexterity check, and then I want you to roll a general deception check to see. First, I want to see if you get distance to be able to do that,
Dexterity was 7.
They roll.
And the general deception is a natural 1. That puts us at 6.
Okay, so they rolled an 8 as they're slowly gaining on you, and you kind of like quickly like, dart into an alleyway and think you have just a quick second, and you cast up the minor illusion, and you kind of like joyfully watch your little illusion self go through the left as you sprint through just the right, and you quickly hear, "Nice try," and they're still chasing you through the illusion and through to you. There's going to be one more roll after this.
As that happens, can I have a little quick flavour telepathy and go, "Don't worry, I'll try to sort it out," kind of thing?
He's going to be out
you
of 60
see-
feet range.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
I have a speed
But-
of 35 as well, if
but-
that helps, so I'm out.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you are.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but
With
In-
try, with try.
in this moment, as Gerald is giving the guards the run around Brenton, Theron, you've darted into a small business. I'll get to that in a second. Rayloff and Tara, both of you with a plethora of guards around you. They kind of just look around slightly. Right. You two, take this thing to the stable. Hitch it up. We shall use it for tomorrow's run. And friend, as he looks up towards you, Rayloff. You and that little bird, when we find them, are going to have a lot to answer for your actions. Now, will you follow willingly, or might we need to get the steel out?
If you get the steel
I
out,
will
it'll be
follow.
much sexier.
I will not raise my arms to another god.
Good. Well, you will not mind then, just in case. And he just like throws his hands up slightly, and four of them just put 2 on each side of you as they slowly begin to escort you through the roadway.
I'll sort of kneel down a bit so we can reach up.
Oh, they're not grabbing you. They're just on either side.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant they were holding me arms.
No,
That's fine.
no. Just as more like just like a guarded escort.
Yeah, yeah.
And also keeping you like boxed in more or less. And Tara, you also begin following the same way. But you see just at the top, you see at the end of the roadway, there's this large sandstone building. It's not colossal or magnificent by any means, but it stands out as a little bit more of a prominent building within Brenton.
Yeah.
And you see just across the road from there, just before the T section of the roadway, you see a large stable that you see other brown coated, black coated, jet white with black spots, just loads of different other horses and cattle just hitched up in there feeding.
18th season.
I will follow the guard's lead
Okay,
towards the stable.
alright. So, Theron, as you dart in,
Yeah, hello.
you see a small older gentleman just in the process of knitting and crocheting, and as you kind of excuse me, what are you doing in here?
Hi, I was just wondering if you could crochet me a wonderful, amazing hat.
I certainly could.
So what you selling here? Out of interest.
These. And you like look around the room, and on some display shelves you see different like knitted jumpers, vests.
Okay, I was
you know,
in the right.
little, like
I was
yeah,
in the right.
yeah. You find like crocheted warmers
I thought it
for
was
some.
going like really badass weaponry,
Yeah.
and it's like, because if that was the case, I still would have been like, I still want to knit
Yeah.
a hat.
You see crocheted blankets and warmers to put on horses and cattle in the winter, and just
No, I'm not
draped
gonna
with
buy
different
one.
colours.
Calm down.
Yeah, but you see a lot of like
Yeah.
crocheted and knitwear. Some more like fine cloth work, but you see that's more of a rarity in the store.
And
Okay.
and how would you like this hat? And I would need a small deposit if it were commissioned.
Depends on the deposit, but depends on the quality of the work.
I assure you the quality is very good.
You can assure me all you want. Let me feel up a little sample.
There are displays over there.
Can I touch them?
Yes.
What about COVID?
I
Sorry, Matt.
I don't know what you speak of, but you are welcome to touch.
Okay,
As
I'll have
he
a
just
quick.
continues knitting
I'll,
slightly.
I'll check the quality.
It's weaved in very well. It's soft and warm.
I'm on about quality. Will it last me a long time? I can pay
You have no idea.
money.
Possibly. Depends on what kind of activities you do in it or what kind of backlash it takes along the road.
Okay, so I'll go back to him like, so have you ever made a beanie before?
Not as such. A round cap, yes.
Doesn't sound too enthralling. What's your best headwear? What sells the most?
A round cap in the winter.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, so that would be 3 copper for a deposit, and then it would be 1 silver upon collection. I shall have it done by the next morning light.
Okay, no worries. I was just wondering, do you fancy getting a drink at all?
No, I don't drink.
Is it alright if I just browse your collection after I've paid for this other?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you very much. I will do so.
What was your name?
My name? Therodon. My
Therodon.
name is Therodon.
Very nice to meet you. I'm Constance.
Constance or Constant?
Constance. But I am constantly here. Ha. Ha.
I appreciate a good time joke. Trust me.
Ha.
And you just see him go back to his crocheting.
Yeah, that's it. I pay
Right,
the money.
okay, so you give the 3 copper and you give the... Are you giving the 1 silver now or
1
wait until
silver.
collection?
No, I don't even know how much gold I've got in total, to be honest.
It'll be in inventory on D&D Beyond.
I think it was like 100 and something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You
So
got
you-
more
so-
than enough.
Yeah, so you took
Yeah,
10
yeah,
off.
I've
and
got
then-
enough. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Go on.
So mark 3
I've
copper
got-
and 1
I've
silver.
already got
off.
minus 10 gold, and then what is
Yeah.
it?
3 copper and 1 silver. If you're paying all of it now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Plus
Alright.
the deduction of
So-
10 gold for
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've already.
already made that one.
6.
Alright, so, Gerald,
Well, let's see if it fucking goes this time.
as you see it, and you hear the guards quickly catching up to you.
Anything relatively tall?
I mean, you've got, a couple of the buildings next to you. I mean, they're not really that tall. They're more just like rundown single-floored shacks. But
We're definitely climbing up now over
Okay.
to then hopefully see if they try to run away, and then I'm gonna see if I can like double back or back away from them, essentially
Okay.
using the buildings then to get around that way.
alright, so as you dart for one corner, then straight for a next.
Oh yes, I also cast minor illusion again. This time they're gonna see an illusion of myself jumping over the house to the next one. If they decide to like follow it, I'm
Well,
going to drop.
Okay, well, first roll that dexterity check for me.
Dexterity will go first.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
11.
6.
As they're catching up and getting closer and closer, and you almost, and one of them, just before you climb up, you feel one hand like try and just like latch onto an ankle, but it just barely slips as you scurry up, and then just over the lip of the building as you as the 3 guards just look at the top of the shacks, and they just see just a little form of the Kanku leap from one building to the next.
I'll cast that maybe. How far of a range have I got? 30 foot. So yeah, I'll do it maybe 2 or 3 times. It's a bit further. I'm staying down.
Roll a deception check with advantage for me.
Oh, thanks for the advantage. That's 19.
Okay. You hear the shouts, "Quick, get him!" And you hear the footfalls. And you hear the shouts and muffles and footfalls quickly sprint off further into Brenton.
Nice.
As you stay on top of the shack, hyperventilating. A few moments pass and you believe that you've given them the slip.
Nice. I'll climb down. I'm going to see if I can find something and look inside. I guess it's a house that I'm on properly, and see if I can just find a sheet or something that I can then use to bundle up my cape, put my cape in my bag, and put a sheet around me to make it look a bit more disguising.
Yeah, as you get back into the alleyways, you do go past a couple side streets and side alleys where just next to homes they have like washing lines with different garbs and blankets and sheets just hanging off the line to dry in the humid air. And you kind of walk past and you just snatch one and just cover yourself up slightly. And where are you heading?
For the moment, we're going to head to off somewhere a little bit further outside. I'm not going to head straight into the middle for the moment. I'm going to head outside towards like a more of a lower end bar is where I'm going for there. Okay,
all right. So you begin to filter through the streets and just trying to find your way around. Again, you haven't really traversed through Brenton and all of its luxuries or tourist attractions yet. So you begin to make your way around. While that's happening, Rayloff, you are being escorted to this larger, prominent sandstone building. Nothing really too fancy about it. More imagined kind of like a what would be used as like a makeshift, like, but fairly like proper clubhouse den kind of deal. And as you're being led up to the front doors of that building, Tara, at this point, you are pulled off just to the side of that building, just across the road from it, and a couple of the guards pull you to the side and just get a small rope from one of the banisters and put it around your neck loosely and hitch it around that banister next to a couple of the other stallions and mares that they have stabled.
Cool. Not one.
And you see them filter off back towards Rayloff. As Rayloff, they begin to push you through and with them through the doors into this building. Is there anything you want to do?
No, I'll just carry on with them.
Okay. So Rayloff disappears into this larger sandstone building where all the guards also funnel in as well. And then Terra, after about 5 minutes or so, you see 3 more of those guards walking back down the roadway, just dejected and just like taking the walk of shame down the roadway. All the way to that building, and they just thrust it back in. Yeah, and back in.
But not like a obvious like this. Yeah. Like I've spotted him.
And as you look,
like it matters if you're a horse.
as you're looking around at them, you just hear next to you.
I kind of try to make the same kind of noises.
Well, what do they sound like?
Oh, not good enough. You have to roll for that.
Performance check.
Is he gonna get raped by a stallion? Because there's something.
Oh dear.
Oh, you got to
So,
have that in there. You gotta have that in
yeah.
there.
So, Tara, after a few more minutes after the guards take the walk of shame into the building, and
I'm going
a
to
couple
drop
of
my
the,
visage.
a couple of the stallions begin to get a little bit close
Yeah.
for comfort. You
Yeah.
and you quickly
Take
see
the
the
thing around them and then-
yeah, you quickly see the horses. And just
I might
turn
give him
away
a
from
quick
you.
stroke.
Yeah, and
And then
they
Out of
almost
interest, where's the owlbear in all of this?
Oh, we discerned earlier in combat that, at least until it's a combat ally, that it acts more of a possession. So when
It
you wild
turns
shape,
into
it kind of
something,
goes
yeah.
into the wild shape, or is like harnessed and like partly
Oh,
attached
okay,
to the
okay,
back
okay.
somewhere.
I'm making sure. I just want to get where we were with it, just in case you try use it as a.
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
that's fine. No,
I'm not
I
gonna
meant,
fuck up.
no, I meant guy. Like where he's like,
Yeah.
oh, they know that you're a horse, but they see the
Yeah, they see the owlbear on your back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, where are you running off to? You did, because of your passive perception,
Yeah.
you did see Theron slip off into a small building just next door to the cut and shut barbershop.
Amazing. I'm going to take Mogwai and I'm going to start dusting myself off of any shit that might have happened to me while we were still in that room. And then once I know I look midway presentable, I'm going to start walking towards there.
Towards the small building that Theron went in, or the large prominent one that Rayloff has been taken in?
The small one that Theron's...
Okay, yeah.
got.
Just a few minutes down the roadway is kind of like a quick brisk walk as you are trying to act normal passing the folks, but you just
Yeah.
beeline it straight to there. You catch up very quickly, and you kind of like dart your head in, and you see an older halfling man, kind of like sand-weathered skin, sun-weathered skin, just a dark beige complexion.
Do
Right.
I notice him come in?
In this moment, as Tara, as you see the halfling man, shock white hair, kind of tied slightly back, balding on top and kind of like tied around the sides, more or less, to the back,
Yeah.
and he's just crocheting some beige fabric.
Okay.
As you,
Beige.
well, it's
Hello.
in keeping with everything. As you, like, just step one foot in, you quickly see Theron just turn straight to you.
And I'm just
I'm
like,
going to turn my head towards Theron.
Hello, I'm Constance. Would
oh,
would you like a
Tara!
commission as well? Tara,
see,
Tara, it is lovely to meet you. Theron has
Tara.
told me so.
it's
Tara,
Tara with an A.
Tara,
Tara.
Tammy, there has been so much said about you from my friend Therodon, and now we do want to know if you would like
I
something
don't think I
that's in
actually
crochet.
mentioned her. I think you just want another bit of business, which you will get.
You
Because
kind of
these
see,
hats are amazing.
as you see his like face go through this like roller coaster of don't give it away, I'm dejected, I'm hiding away now, but you will get. He just lights up again,
Ah, I shall let you two talk then.
and he just gets back to his knitting.
Yes, that would be absolutely fine.
I'm going to walk just a bit closer. I have a pet. Am I okay to just keep him close?
Absolutely, as long as it
Thank you.
does not urinate on any of my fabrics, then we shall
He's
be
well
fine.
trained.
Very
Thank
well.
What,
Any-
I'll keep my
Any-
eye close, kind of like
Yeah,
under my
and
legs.
as you do,
What-
you just hear
what are that? Oh, go on.
you just hear Constance say,
Any friend of Therodon is a friend of mine.
Fantastic.
And I walk up to the counter and slide 3 extra gold over?
This is not needed. Are you wanting me to crochet your entire home?
No, this is for your fucking silence.
Roll intimidation check with advantage.
By the way, my actual intimidation is only a +1. Let's see how this goes.
Sorry, I was rolling strength checks was +0, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
12 + 1, 13.
Nice.
I apologize.
And you just see him kind of like slide, like just kind of touch the 3 gold, but leave it in front of him, like but under his hands as he begins to keep crocheting and knitting.
But as I'm doing it, I'm like, there's no need to be intimidated. You gain 3 gold.
And he just goes to silence, his head dips down, and he just continues crocheting.
I'm just gonna touch Theron's back. Can we have a quick talk?
And as he touches me back, I sort of go back and sort of
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
and I'm like, yo, before
okay?
you almost fucked the entire thing up with that fucking almost big guy.
I'm going to kind of make a mumble and pretty much elbow barge you away from the counter.
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Sound, I'll take it.
Gonna go right in the dearest corner of the shop.
Okay.
What the fuck were you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I know how to play people. People play me. People play you. People play everybody. You got to be in the game to win.
Yes, but not right here.
What do you mean? He's a guy. He's crocheting. He's in
I
the
think you've
fucking
just
shop.
paid.
And I bought a perfectly amazing hat that
Yes, I'm sure you did.
They'll produce for me tomorrow.
Yes.
Out of interest, he actually does stuff for horses.
Amazing.
Yeah,
don't
no.
like them.
You say that, but when you're a horse, maybe you want something nice and crochet to get the feeling in there. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what to respond with, to be honest.
I'll buy you one. How about that?
No!
Alright, that's up to you.
Please, please.
Right. You're panicking. I get it. You're panicking. This is your first time where something's happened like this. Okay, calm down. Breathe. What's happened? Okay, take your time. You think I'm
both
go on.
have just left us.
You say that? You
For
say that?
yourselves.
Okay. Okay. You say that?
Why?
Okay. You say that, but we didn't really have much of a choice. I saw an opportunity, paid a guy, ducked out the way so I could at least try save you. You think to yourself, this guy isn't a guy who saves people. You're kind of right. I'll be honest with you. But I do feel.
Like
However,
getting more and more nervous.
However, there's an
Kind of
old
like tapping
fart.
my head or
However, there is an old fart who fucked us all over.
Yes.
And I'm telling you something right now. If I ever see him again, see
Yes.
his family, I
You
will.
need to. Shh.
Yeah, I will absolutely destroy his actual
Yes.
life. Calm down. Breathe.
Give me some money.
Okay. Pardon?
Just give me some money.
What for?
Just give me some.
For what?
Just give me some.
Or else what?
Just give me some.
Okay, I'll give him 2 gold.
Okay.
No, I don't make this
Hey,
in a long time.
what did you say? Sorry, I didn't touch you.
I says I've never made this in a long time.
Well, you know what? Keep it. Get a hat for yourself from this guy, and I guarantee he won't tell whatever's going on. However, we do need to make a plan to get the big guy out, aka the fortress, aka the Goliath. We need to get that big guy out because he can take damage. You know what I mean? And as outer interest, Meta was the Kenku captured as
No.
well.
No.
No,
You don't. Well, you don't know.
we saw him
Oh,
run.
You saw him run away,
Okay,
and chased by 3 guards. You don't know if
Yeah,
he
yeah,
captured
that's
him
the
or
last thing.
Tara could possibly make a long leap towards that he escaped, but otherwise, that's it.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
know. So we know like the Goliath was
not.
just
Captured.
all like, please
100%,
sir,
Yeah.
please take me. So yeah, so we need to get the Goliath. Yeah, basically I saw the Goliath just being all like, yeah, take me in. Suck
Do
my
you
dick,
think
take me
this
in.
is really the place to talk?
Well, considering how much gold and silver and copper I've just given, I'm pretty sure he'll give us a leeway.
It's
You know what I
true.
mean?
But
Absolutely.
And as for your panicking, it could reduce light by at least 80%.
well,
There's no well about it. Just do it.
you have just
Yeah.
been conned from the one person
Hmm?
I don't know if you trust
Yeah.
for coin.
You say that, but he was pretty good for coin before. So
That's
it's
fine.
yeah, and
He's
that's
let you down. He's let us all down.
okay. Let down. Okay. That's pretty.
I'm going
evident.
to actively go closer towards Theron's ear.
And as he does it, I'm sort of like tentatively, I'm sort of like on his chest, but sort of let him in a little bit,
Her.
if you know what I mean.
But yeah.
So I'm still
I know,
hearing
yeah.
him,
Yeah.
but I'm sort of like, calm down a little bit.
First of all.
Yeah.
He could just do the same. And then I'll kind of glance my eyes back towards the cashier, obviously not looking at them,
Yeah,
just
as-
like,
Yeah.
Going.
You kind of like look, and you kind of see him kind of still staring up as he's crocheting.
And I'll just say to you, hey, the cashier needs to make a living. I'm a nice
yes.
guy.
And his eyes quickly dart back down. I will say,
And
as
he could talk after we're gone.
Yeah, he could. But if you touch him, I'll fucking kill you.
I'm actively going to be like, where the fuck did that come from?
and just in that moment as well, as you are talking and as Theron just steps towards you like that, and the cashier Constance just staring up and down. Rayloff, you're escorted into this large sandstone building through the 2 double doors, wooden and stone, as they push through, and you are instantly led.
Sandstone building made out of wood.
No. The doors,
Go on.
wood and stone.
Oh, okay.
As you are led through to this one large single chamber, padded out more like a clubhouse and a den, multiple chairs and tables set around, kind of like a small tavern, yet all personal rugs and decorations and loads of just different decor of candelabrums and a couple risque paintings that are dotted around the place. Just makeshift and roughly hung up in lots of places. As the candlelight flickers inside, sitting on a small yet still intimidating sandstone throne, just leaning down in. You see a fairly broad-shouldered half-elf with a very sharp jawline, slightly dulled but pointed ears, jet white hair that is tied up into 3 braids that just drape down his back.
Sexy.
And he looks to you as the guards just filter you in. And he stands slightly. What do you have to say for yourself?
I have been framed.
How so? As my men have told me, they found you with his body cast across your table. And once
With
your
a
allies...
chest full of sand. Sorry.
And once your allies apprehended, there shall be punishment. You understand?
I did not kill him. We did not.
Explain why.
I come from Yolderheim.
I do not care where you are from. This matter now is what I care about.
I was given a letter in Yolderheim for a job. That job was to get back a magical item, a dragon's eye made out of mob. And that was done by his name, a Midala Pai. He is the leader of the Magical Senate. He is the one who killed him. I was only there to retrieve the item.
I have never heard this name, nor any magical senate. Have you been smoking the pondweed?
I am telling the truth. From one god to another. Believe me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Been smoking the pondweed. Right by Crystal Grove.
No. Wow. I thought it was going to be a natural 20, but no, it was a 2.
Just in that moment, you...
Oh, don't you also have a bardic inspiration still? Maybe.
I'll probably
Has it been-
say
No,
so.
it's been over a minute.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
It was less than an
probably
hour,
helpful anyway.
I think. Is it? No, it's 1 minute, 10 minutes, something like that. Bardic inspiration.
10 minutes, 10
Yeah,
minutes.
no, it's
It
been
wouldn't
more
be.
than 10. Yeah.
Ah, sorry.
And in that moment, as you try to just gauge like any kind of leeway to leverage some information to him and innocence, you just hear his fist slam into one of the arms on his throne. This is not a joke. This is no fun. This is not your game to play. You take my boys away from me and then lie. Punishment shall follow with my wrath. And just with that, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode and come back next week. Not next week, we're going to come back next time and follow
Yeah, your
up
character's gonna die.
and continue the
To be
episode
honest,
from there.
To be honest, I was just about suggesting chill, Phil.
Now, yeah, with that done, thanks for watching. It was fun, and we're not going to be broadcasting next week, but we all hope you have a great holiday and a great new year. We'll see you then.